My name is Crispy. Welcome to Subway. We build subs here. And by subs, I mean submarines. Hello, my name is Crispy and I live in Japan. And today we're crafting. And by crafting, I do just mean gathering. Because I have, how many was it? Hold on, it was a dumb number. I need 1,000 iron ore in addition to 400 cobalt ore. Oh my god. We're not crafting today. The stream is starting too late. It took me too long to pull up the list and empty my freaking inventory. So it's already 9 o'clock. I gotta go to bed. I didn't sleep enough last night, so I have to go to bed. But we're gonna do a little yapping because I've been feeling manic as heck. So anyway, hello. So, since you all now know that I have to farm 1,000 pieces of cobalt ore, I do hope you understand that that means that you are now going to put this on in the background and not look at it, because I'm not doing anything, okay? Don't look at the screen. Just put me on like your favorite podcast. Bring me into the kitchen, into the sewing room. I know it's almost Fanime. Get to work. I know it's almost Fanime. Get to sewing, bitch. Get the sewing out, okay? It's time to sew. While I talk about God knows what. Hold on. First, Horizon's Edge. I might as well start with the iron. You know, I know where that is. So wild. You guys, my relationship with 14 is so bonkers right now. I don't know how this happened. I went through, I don't remember how many years. Because it has been years since I have, how would you say, since I have enjoyed doing roulettes. Roulettes of all things. Like, seriously? But I'm capped. Do you want to look? It's my currency. Look at that. Not that one. Look at that. 450. I capped. I fucking capped. Who does that? Not me. Oh my god. Don't actually look at my tomes because they're not. They're inefficient and terrible. I'm throwing tomes on the floor. I'm throwing money on the floor. This is why I only have 4 million gil. But it was like, oh my god. I don't think I did roulettes at all during Endwalker, you guys. I hated roulettes. They were like awful. I think the entire Endwalker patch cycle I did not do roulettes. And now, don't get it twisted, Dawntrail sucks. But here I am, capping my tomes. Is this what being in a raid group you like is like? Is this normal? Is this what it's like to be in a raid group full of people you like? Is that why I'm actually gearing myself? I don't know. I don't know what the secret sauce is. It might be that. It might be that the raid tier is really good and that I'm gearing with people I like or playing with people I like. Who knows? Anyway, we're going to pretend I didn't do story because it's awful. And that the main story is actually just the raid story, and that's the only story that matters right now. And it's so good that I'm obsessed with 14 again. And so that's what I'm playing. Woo! This is my single player game. My single player game evenings are just 14. Can you fucking believe that? What the hell? That's crazy. I was so over 14 that I played Final Fantasy 16. Which, if you know anything about 16, you know that's crazy. But that's how much I didn't want to play 14. I was like, I might as well play 16 instead, because 14 is about the same amount of emotional catharsis. The catharsis is not the right word. But like most emotional satisfaction, at least the game is fun in 16, even if the story is worse, which is also saying something. Jesus Christ. The state of Final Fantasy right now is so devastating. I don't even. Ugh, that's a talk. Put Ishikawa at the keyboard and be done with it. Do you want to make money? Put Ishikawa at the keyboard. Don't stop promoting her. Pay her the same amount as her promotion and then put her back at the fucking keyboard. This is awful. That's my assessment. That's what I think would fix the story. Demote Ishikawa, actually. You promoted her too much. And now the game is in shambles. Please save us. Jesus. We don't go to Mericidia next expansion. I don't. I'm fucking quitting, probably. If the next expansion isn't literally about dragons, I think I'm out. You guys, it's really dangerous. I say that while I'm like hyped up on good raid vibes. So we'll see. Who knows? Oh, y'all, already 100. 10 more of those. Easy game. Easy game for babies. This is an easy game for babies. That's the fucking problem. Anyway. What the hell have I been up to, you guys? What am I supposed to yap about? I've been thinking about... My brain has been everywhere. The last couple days I've been thinking about VTubers again. I know I, like, spent the beginning of the year, like, figuring out how to use a VTuber and downloading OBS and stuff. And then immediately didn't use it. Then, because immediately my best friend and my father visited me, so I had to go on 2 vacations in a fucking row. And then the new school year started. And then... and I had to finish playing East 10 before I did anything else, and then I'm like, I don't know. Anyway, the beginning of the year was... I've had a very busy beginning of the year. Now time is finally starting to slow down again, that we are in the fucking middle of the year. The weather is beautiful, and finally I have some free time, god damn it. So I'm thinking about VTubers again. I don't know. I mostly only watch... I exclusively watch English VTubers. And there was actually one streaming when I got home from seeing a movie yesterday at 9 p.m. And I was like, that's a miracle. And they were doing a karaoke stream, which in general I don't enjoy. But then, you know, I've been wanting to stream, and so I was like, would people want a karaoke stream? But then the problem with karaoke streams is the music is copyrighted. So it would have to be, like, not archived. Probably. Which means I'd have to do it while people are awake. Where the fuck is the node? Hello? But if people were awake, I wouldn't be streaming. I would be playing games with the people who are awake. So it's a little bit like... I think it would be cool to do a karaoke stream, but... I'd have to find music I'm allowed to leave on the internet. I wonder if I could do it with Final Fantasy music. They seem very forgiving. It'd be a very short stream, because I don't know that many songs with lyrics in this game. Except for the newest song where I howl at the moon or whatever the hell. I don't know. I'm just watching VTubers again. As of 2 or 3 days ago, I'm back into VTubing. I know. Sorry. The phases of my interests. The hyperfixations come and go like waves on the ocean. And so at least it's nice when they like come back, right? So like I don't know what the fuck I've been obsessed with. I got kind of obsessed with webtoons for a little bit. And I'm borrowing a lot of books from the library, which fills up my time a lot. I think, part of what I was obsessed with was fucking Final Fantasy. But the wave of VTuber came back I still like those. I can feel like I can only fixate on one thing at a time. Maybe that's what it is. The wave of fixation comes and goes in crests as I have energy for it to replace the ebb of whatever fixation is fading. Or, well, this week in particular, I got a really good fanfiction idea and I wrote it in like a week or two. And then the aftermath of because I wrote it pretty obsessively and now it's done. Which is great. It's like great and awful. Do you know what I mean? I don't know how many of you people write fanfiction. I think it's no one. I think it's just me. But the thing is like when you're writing the thing, it feels awesome because my brain is so consumed with the idea and like with the language I'm using for the idea. And the writing process is awesome because it's like progress and getting ideas out so I don't have to hold them in my brain anymore. And like in the immediate, like the 2 seconds after I've finished it feels awesome to be done with it. And then the beta process is also fun because then I get to talk to Aranda about it for like 2 hours. But then immediately after finishing a story, like my brain is so empty. It has nothing. Unless someone else is going to talk to me about the story. Like the gratification of finishing a thing must come from external sources. Dun, da, da, da. Oh my god. Thank you, Node. But like the wave of my productivity with that fic was really rough actually this time because I wrote it so consistently for like a week and a half, which felt awesome for that week and a half. And then this past week, when I finished it, it was like how do I explain what happened to my brain? It was like empty. I like didn't remember what I did with myself during the day once I had finished writing. Like what do I do with myself during the day? I actually don't remember. I like can't remember, and so I'm a little bit floundering for another hyperfixation to fill my hours with. Because work ain't that hard. Oh, Hecarim. Let me make this portal. And it was Final Fantasy fanfiction, which means no one's ever going to read it. So there's no comments on it, which is like, I can't even like feel a sense of accomplishment because no one's reading it. I didn't even get to savor a sense of accomplishment. I didn't get one of those. It was just like, oh fuck, now what do I do? It was really awful. I've had kind of a rough week mentally. Weirdly. A very normal week in general, but work has been so rough because I've got fuck all to do now that I'm 2 years deep. Kind of got a handle on how do you say it? The rhythm of the work and the lessons and like lesson planning and stuff. Like it's the same textbook, and sure the pace will be a little bit different because the kids are different, but like it ain't that different. I'm still gonna play hot potato when I'm gonna play hot potato, and I'm still gonna play go fish when I'm gonna play go fish, right? Like, and I've already made the cards from last year, and I've already made the prints from last year, and so I don't really actually need to do anything. And so you might imagine that, well then, Crispy, why don't you do other things? Like, why don't you get more? Why don't you go to other classes that aren't English? Why don't you make an English board or a newsletter like your coworkers? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Why would I put in effort? I've already signed the contract. They can't fire me, and I don't even want to do the contract I already signed. Oh my God. I don't know if I've talked to anybody about this, but I'm not signing another contract come December. I have already decided. I'm so bored. I don't like the work. The kids, marvelous, love them. I only see them for 8 hours a week. And I'm at work for 32. That's not true. I'm at work for 40. Just because they don't pay me to be there at lunch doesn't mean I'm not working through lunch, but okay. But yes, so yeah, the emptiness of not having a writing project that consumes me has made me start thinking about breaking contract. That's how bored I am. It's rough, guys. This town is the cushiest position in the whole country, I'm sure, but also it's awful. I really do wish I had more than one school. It's actually terrible. I'm really, really bored. If I were middle school, it wouldn't be so bad because I'd have class every day at least, but one elementary school for one ALT? My guys. There's literally, what, 2 hours for sixth grade, 2 hours for fifth grade. That's four. And then, no, my God, I literally only have to work for 6 hours a week. God. I wish I hadn't done the math. That's terrible. Oh my God. Yeah, so the hyperfixation that's cresting the wave right now to fill the void is VTuber. I know, we were looking at, Oranda and I were looking at pre-made models today. We're like, what if we were just a duo VTuber team? I'm like, yes, please stream to my YouTube, Oranda, so that way I can put a model on the screen while I play Final Fantasy. Because I don't want a PC, you guys. I can't possibly. I want to. I haven't been shopping for mics because I don't want to spend that kind of money, and also I just spent a lot of money, so I super don't want to spend any money right now. But like before I get a new PC, I wanted a new mic. I can't be actually VTubing for real with a PC because I don't want one. I don't know. Do you guys think I could handle going a year and a half thinking about wanting a PC but not owning one? Don't answer that. All of you have PCs. This doesn't help me. You're all unhelpful. You're all biased. You're all biased and unhelpful. I don't need a PC. I can play. I heard you can do a cross-platform Minecraft server. You just have to pay money. It's fine, whatever. I'll do it. Fucking hell. I can't. There's nowhere for a PC in my house. And don't own a desk. I don't want one. What would I even do with a PC other than VTube? Tell me that. What would I even do? Probably play Trails in the Sky, actually, because I have it on Steam and I really want to play it. Oh, freaking... Anyway, I'm into 14 now, so I'm not playing a single player game, but I did just finish uh, Ease 10. It's like I know you've never heard of it, but it's a fantasy series that has existed for so long, and there's only 10 of them. Isn't that freaking insane? Anyway, I didn't know at the time, but Ease as a series might slap, you guys. Highly recommend. So now, but I finished Ease 10, which is why I have time to like dick around on Final Fantasy. And I'm not entirely sure what my next single player game will be. I like, I think there's a couple of the more recent Ease games on the PlayStation Store. And I'm like, is it just Ease time? I don't want to like inundate myself with it, even though Adel Christian is the best main character I have seen in a long time. Wait, am I stupid? I could be sprinting. Because sprint won't wear off. I could just keep sprinting, right? Oh my god. Can you believe? I got halfway through. Thank you, or deposit. I got halfway through mining all the ore I need, and I wasn't sprinting for any of it. What? What on earth? Anyway, I don't know. I don't know if it's another Ease game time or I was talking to Thayet about 16. She messaged someone she knew, or she was playing 16 and gave up on it and then wanted to know what happened. So she messaged me because I'm the only person she knows who's played it. And I told her it was awful. And then we were talking about how you'd have to, because it is fun, she agrees, because the battle system's good. We were talking about, what, again? Don't mind if I do, game. Thank you very much. We were talking about how you'd have to play the game to make the time and effort worth it. Because the gameplay is fun, but the story is god-awful. And the cutscenes are so, oh god, I don't even want to talk about it. But we were like, how do you even, like, what's the best strategy for enjoying 16? And we like, do you stop at this point or this other point? And I was like, maybe if you skipped all the cutscenes. And Thea was like, so anyway, just play Devil May Cry 5. I'm like, yeah, that's it. That's the strategy. So now Devil May Cry 5 is on my radar. Isn't that terrible? Who am I? You guys, 16's battle system was really fun. I'm thinking about playing Devil May Cry 5 so I can have a game that doesn't suck but is still fun. That's what's on my radar. But I don't know if I have anything else in the pipeline other than that in Ease. I don't know if I'm strong enough to play Persona 3 again. Because it's like, okay, don't 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 misrepresent my words, okay? Persona 3 is like the greatest game of all time. Hands down. Not even facetious. Not even a little bit of the, what's that word when you say more than you mean? Like when you exaggerate? Oh no, I was so close and it's gone from my brain. Oh my god, help me. Help me. I speak English for a living. It's terrible. No, I don't speak English. Anyway, it's not, I'm not lying. I don't remember what I was talking about. I'm sorry. Someone lock me up. Holy crap. Oh, Persona 3. Holy crap. Bunny Girl thinks I'm insane. It's fine. Hello, ma'am. Aces. But yes, Persona 3, best game of all time. Best cast I've ever seen. Best story. Best, like this. It's the only, I mean, of the three modern Persona games. Because admittedly, I don't know anything about 2, and I don't know anything about 1, and I don't know anything about the Shin Megami Tensei series or whatever the heck shenanigans. But of 3, 4, and 5, it is the only one that kept all of your party members relevant the entire game. And I have a soft spot for games that, like, handle the party well, that, like, because that's why I like Tales of the Abyss, Tales of the Abyss so much, because that's also, like, a party that gets together and then sticks together for a reason. Like, I remember there being a cutscene in Abyss where you're like, okay, well, seems to be happening in the world right now, and then every single party member goes, this is why I'm coming with you, and it's not just because we're in this together now. It's like, oh, because I have to go this place anyway for some other thing. Oh my god, this party's so well put together. But anyway, Persona 3 also has that, where the party is the whole party is plot relevant the whole time, except for Fuka, but that's okay. Like, how do you... One of the party members is a fucking dog. And he's awesome. He'll kick your ass. Well, I guess Junpei doesn't matter, but I liked his social link in P3 Portable so much that I forgive him for not being important. He sort of, like, accidentally makes himself important later for some other reason. Anyway, Persona 3 is the greatest game of all time. But it's long. It's still gonna take... I know I'm grinding on the roulettes right now, but I don't know if I could do it on Persona. I just don't know if I have it in me. Maybe if I used Persona as my fucking Yap game, that would be crazy. Persona 3 is a really good Yap game, though, because you enjoy the story for about 10 minutes, and then you grind for, like, 3 hours. I'm not selling it, and I know it, but Persona 3 is awesome. But I don't know that I could, like, I don't know, my nights are short, but boring, and so it's kind of like, I need something fun and engaging for the 2 hours I have that I'm awake at my house. So, I'm not entirely sure what my next single-player game will be. Heaven forbid it might be Honkai Star Rail. I don't want it to be, okay? Don't want to play anymore. I don't want to play any more Hoyo games. I don't like gacha games. Just because it's a AAA style game doesn't mean it's not a fucking phone game. I do not play phone games for any length of time. Just straight up. I just can't stand them. Though I guess you're not limited, at least with the Hoyoverse games, you're not like with Genshin and what have you. You're not limited to the amount of content you can do in a day. You just have resources you should use, and I don't. I do not do the resource chore nonsense. In my brain, as soon as you think you have to do something, like if you're going about your day not playing a game and then you go, oh, but I have to log into Genshin to do the whatever nonsense chores there were in that game, that's when you need to quit the game. You do not have to do anything. But if you feel like you do, you need to quit the game immediately. Like, that's just common sense. That's just, like, good practice. Self-care. Like, you don't have... As soon as the game turns into a chore, you need to throw that game in the garbage. That's why I stopped doing roulettes in 14 for a really long time, because it was like, I'm not doing this because I have to. Right now I'm doing roulettes because I like shooting things with my video game gun. And I'm excited to get gear for my raid group. And that's a different feeling entirely. I'm like, oh, yes, good. Yes, I want to get gear. And see how that is a very important distinction, right? Like the phrasing was completely different. I said, I want to get gear. I want to cap. I want to do roulettes, which is different from I have to. That's why I stopped playing Animal Crossing when I did. Like, that's why I don't play fucking Infinity Nikki. I played that for like a week, but it's a phone game. Infinity Nikki is way too powerful to be a phone game, but it is also a phone game and it's open world, and that's like two of my worst enemies. I hate open world games. That's the other problem with Genshin too, is open world. Open world games, phone games, they all make you think you have to do things. No, you don't. The second you think you have to throw the game in the garbage. You don't have to do anything. If you want to, if it brings you joy, then act like it does. But if it's a chore, get the hell out of there. Because that's what they want, right? Like, that's the point of phone games, is to make themselves into chores that you do, that you feel, because if you feel like you have to do something, you are more invested in the game than you otherwise should be, which means you're more likely to spend money on it and do the gotchas or whatever, because it's so important, right? Like, oh, it would make my video game chores so much easier, nicer, funner, whatever, if I had yada yada card or whatever. That's how they get you. That's why you can't be making video games chores, my guys. Don't do it. That's why I don't play phone games. And I don't play gotchas, because gotchas are designed to make you feel like you have to. But as soon as the game is a chore, I do not play it anymore. And yet, I'm thinking about it, just because I feel like, so like, I played Genshin Impact when it came out. And then I played it to the point of losing my goodwill towards Hoyoverse as a company. So now I am disinterested in anything Hoyoverse makes, which of course, after they make Genshin Impact, they make Honkai Star Rail, and then all of the husbandos are so much better in Honkai Star. Completely unfair. And it's not open world. But I've already spent my goodwill on Genshin that I don't want to play any more Hoyoverse games. And yet, I'm thinking about it. I don't know. We'll see. I'm still not, I mean, I'm doing roulettes with my evenings right now, so. Or building submarines, I guess. Working at Subway. Working at Fantasy Subway, building submarines. Oh my god, I don't know. I have not picked a game. I've not picked a single player game. I'll just have to keep playing Final Fantasy until I get through this raid tier, I guess, and then... Oh, that's not where the note is. Whoop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. There's one. Hello. You know what else is nice playing Final Fantasy is I can listen to audiobooks. Oh my god. While I was on 2 vacations in a row unable to listen to audiobooks, all of my library holds came all at once. It was terrible. I'm trying really hard to like get through all these books. and I'm dumping half of them. Oh my God. You guys? Are books just like not as good as I think they are? I don't know. I'm just getting my recommendations from the wrong place or something. I read a, and this, I, I will of course never disparage the romance genre because that's the only fan fiction I read is the kind that would be romance genre material. But like, is something wrong with the romance genre that the writing is bad? Like, are those publishers just like really forgiving or something? Because I've read like three romance books now, and they're all, no, I've read like four or five now, and they're all god freaking awful. And they're awful in ways that I wasn't expecting them to be awful. I just read The Dead Romantics. Very mediocre book. Okay writing, I guess, but like kind of dumb. And I wasn't expecting it to, and I guess all the girls, oh my God. Okay, first of all the main characters are like boohoo, I'm a failure whiners to a man or woman, whatever. Every single one of them is like, wee, my life's a mess because I'm a failure. Herp derp derp. I'm gonna stop trying. Fuck off, first of all. That's not actually that relatable when it's every single fucking it would or maybe it is relatable. Is that what relatable, guys? Is that relatable? Are you, what does that say about society that all of the current like main female leads of romance novels are like that? I don't like what that says about society that that's what they think is relatable. It's really terrible. And then the book I just read, The Dead Romantics, was like she was a millennial very clearly because she said things like I'm a gremlin, and I think she said, oh, she called the coffee zoom zoom juice or whatever. Oh my God, that wasn't the kind of cringe I was expecting romance books to be. Oh, by the way, this main character called herself a goblin and then wasn't a goblin. She was just a normie. I'm the most normal ass person I've ever seen in my life calling herself weird. Like she's not like the other girls, except that she is. Oh my God. It's just so mediocre and like so like mediocre is kind of generous, quite frankly, but it was just so like amateur. I've read so many fics that are better than every single romance book I have read. Like, is it is it just that the publishers have lower standards, or am I just reading the wrong romance books? If you guys know where the good romance books are, please tell me, because these have all been awful. Everything I have read has been awful. Do not do not recommend me Casey McQuiston. I hate that lady. I've read two of her books and they're both bad. So don't recommend me Casey McQuiston. That's not good. If you think that's good, then you're gonna have to join me in the search for good romance because it's not that. Good Lord. But like what? Carry On? That wasn't a romance book, but it was pretty good. If I recall, I don't know. I read Carry On a really long time ago. You know, I need better recommendations. I love my reading podcast the book podcast I listen to is very delightful and I love it very much. Their taste in reading is so bad. Their taste in books is so bad. Or is it that romance books cater to like a wider audience and thus inherently have a more amateur writer population? I don't know. I feel like if people my age are now peak romance book buying like demographic. I've been reading fan fiction my whole ass life. My standards for romance are actually through the roof. Shouldn't the romance writers be better than this? I don't. Do I need to get into writing romance? I couldn't. I'm not. I'm not very. I can't. I don't write books, you guys. But do I need to get into writing romance books? Could I make a killing? Is this the easiest thing I could ever get published? Do I just like find and replace some names in my fan fiction and try to get published? Because friggin' the bar seems to be on the floor. I don't know. Maybe my writing's too good. I don't think it is. My writing's quite simple. I'm not like a prose. I'm not a prose forward kind of person. Guys, how many copper ore do I have? I forgot. What does it say? 800. Nope, not yet. This whole stream really is going to be me gathering copper ore. Because it's already 9:40. Yeah. Hit the button! What was I thinking about earlier? I was thinking about Legends of Lattes also. Also mid. If you read fan fiction, Legends and Lattes is just mid. It's like, if you like Legends and Lattes, have I got some news for you? That's just what that you can find way better stories that are just like it for free on the internet. Can I tell you about Archive of Our Own? Have you heard of this? Have you heard of? Let me tell you a story about a book, about a website I like to call Archive of Our Own. It's got way better stories for free that are more about emotional growth than reinventing the croissant. But I mean, I don't mind. I'm not surprised that it was so popular because it's very, what's the word? Entry level, I guess, like entry level writing. And so people, I mean, people who read a lot of books aren't reading a lot of cozy stuff generally. And so my friend who does read a lot of books really liked it because he's never read a book like that before. But I'm over here being like, okay, let me tell you everything that's wrong with this book. This Legends and Lattes is like the skeleton of a good book, of a good cozy story. But there was no meat on it. There was just croissants. I'm like, that's all very fun and good, but like, where the frick is Chitters from? Huh? Can I have anything actually interesting happen? Like, just because cozy doesn't have to mean boring. It doesn't have to even have conflict. Growth can be, like, emotional growth and catharsis can be the plot, but you have to write the emotional arc to do it. So, but, like, I don't know, like, the things that get popular are the things that more people like, not critics, right? Like, critics liking a thing is one thing, and a lot of people liking a thing is a completely different thing, and that's a matter of, like, I mean, that's just a matter of statistics at that point. Like, there are only so many people. I feel like taste and valuing art that is good is a bell curve, right? Like, there's only so many people. There's actually not that many people who are developing their taste for reading or for romance or for fantasy or for cozy or what have you. There's only so many people reading enough of anything to develop their tastes to want to read something good. Like, steak is a bad example, but I feel like if you've never had steak before, you're probably going to think In-N-Out is more tasty than a $50 steak from a fancy restaurant because In-N-Out's got more going on. And if you don't have a taste for fancy stuff, then you're not gonna. I don't like fancy fish. Like, if the fish is expensive, I don't want to eat it, actually. Like, I don't think it tastes good. Because I don't eat that much fish. So cheap fish is more delicious to me than, well, other than salmon, than expensive fish. And I feel like reading is the same. If you don't read a lot, this is why Harry Potter is popular. This is why Twilight was popular. This is why shows that are mediocre get popular. Like, the things that get popular are not good. They are middle of the road. They are just accessible to people who have not, they appeal to people in a way that is different from skill, right? Like, they appeal to people who have not developed the taste for skill. And so, Legends of Lattes filled a void because most people are not reading fan fiction on the internet, and so they don't have access to thousands upon thousands of cozy fantasies. But I do. Right, so, but it's everyone's first cozy fantasy, and they didn't know you could make cozy fantasy, so they're all very excited about it. So I understand why it's popular. But that just, that just also explains why it's not very good. Maybe the next book that is, like, maybe people will now develop a taste for coziness. Hold on, I just noticed I have 1,000 copper. Or iron. What am I getting? Huh? Oh shit, I have that. Oh, if I have more than 1,000, then I don't have it. Oh god, I have 2 stacks now. Okay, I definitely have more than 1,021. Nailed it. Okay. Amazing. I should totally go to bed because I might have a cold. What was else on my list? It's so anticlimactic though. What game time is it? Oh, I missed 1 a.m. so bad. I might not actually need Darksteel, but I worry. I don't always have Darksteel. But that's the only times node, and I missed 1 a.m. by a long shot. I ain't waiting around for the next 1 a.m. Central Thanalan. Which one is that? Blackbrush? That's copper? Hold on, I don't remember where you get copper. I could literally walk to this zone, but I'm dumb. It's late. I don't want to use my brain. Spineless Basin. That's Blackbrush. That's the clutch. Over there, maybe? I don't remember where you get this ore. If I were more disciplined, I would turn off the stream because I did, like I mentioned, I didn't sleep great. Chips can help me. Well, there's no way it's over here. I never farm over here. You guys, where's the copper? Am I crazy? There's one right here. There it is. Okay, I need 42 total. And then I really will go to bed. It's yesterday. So, okay, so this weekend, the Detective Conan movie came out. And okay, so I watched the Detective. I do not. So let's be real. I do not keep up with Detective Conan. It's been going on way too long, and plot relevant stuff happens so infrequently. I just don't. I simply do not keep up. But I watch the movies every year. This year, the story was about like the Nagano police officers. Oh, I'm almost done with this farm. Fuck. It was fine. It's like not that great. I've seen worse, but and anytime the movie's about police, they just like they talk a lot and they make it sound like big important stuff is happening. But they're just saying that because a police officer was injured or targeted or whatever, and not because anything actually cool is happening. What's next? Oh, well. Ooh, fog. Ooh, frog. So nothing much happened in the movie because they just kept talking about what was happening rather than anything happening, which is really common in Conan movies just because it's a mystery. So you talk about the mystery. Wowie, what a surprise! But it's really prevalent in movies about the cops because they have to talk about what a big deal it is that cops are being targeted or that cops are involved or that there's a spy or what have you. How many cobalts do I need? 400. This was a mistake. This was a mistake. I'm not going to finish doing this one, guys. I'm not going to finish this one. Don't let me. I need to go to bed. Anyway, so we watched the Conan movie. But the Conan movie came out this weekend. But I had the closest movie theater to me is 2 hours away by car. And I did not go to that one. I went to one that was 3 hours away by car and train. Because I have to go with my senpai, because we like Conan, and we have to go together so we can talk about it, and so she can tell me what the hell happened in the movie. Because there's always something I don't understand about it. There's no subtitles on these movies, my guys. I live in Japan. Yeah. So I was going to go to, so we planned to go to a theater that's 3 hours away from my house. But I had raid on Saturday. So we had to go on Sunday because it was going to take all day. When I say, oh my God, my guys, I left the house at 9 a.m. We get over there, we have lunch, we watch the movie, we go home. Well, we go to the Sedia and then we go home. And I get home at 9 p.m. I went to see a movie and I didn't even do anything at the mall where the movie was at. 12 hours. Oofa doofa. No, and I don't know, but like sitting in a car but like traveling for 3 hours in the morning and then only going to see a movie and not really like talking much and missing particular friends and what have you, and then sitting in a car by myself again for 3 hours. Holy macaroni, my brain was like, the hamster wheel in my brain was running. It was running. And so I got home and I was like, oh my God. And I had to eat dinner at the Kombini, which is never great, honestly. It's fine. It's serviceable. It works much better for lunch than it does for dinner because there's nothing left at dinner. But so I desperately needed to drink tea, but I also needed to shower, and I also needed to, and then Box from Niji Sanji had a new outfit and it was actually hot, so I watched his stream about it. So I did not go to sleep until almost midnight. I don't know, I get home at like 9-ish. It was after 9, certainly. And then I had to shower. And then I need to drink tea. And then I was just my brain was so on fire, I didn't want to go to bed. And so I was dicking around getting ready for the day. And getting stuff ready for the day, I guess. And then I feel like I opened something to read. And I was like yapping to myself in my head. Not in my head, I was yapping out loud in my house. Because I live alone. And this is why I needed to yap, you guys. Anyway. I need more consistent yapping. I need more consistent yapping so I don't do that. I'm already doing it right now. I'm already not going to bed. Oh my god, I have 5 minutes. I have 5 minutes until 10. I gotta go. I have to go, you guys. I have... Don't you dare revisit. Okay, I'm going. I'm leaving. I'm going back to the crystal so I can log out. Okay. But yeah, so I didn't go to bed until like midnight, and then I woke up at 6 because that's when I wake up. And I was sleepy all day, and now I'm still awake, even though normally when this happens I go to bed at like 9 or 9:30, but I wanted to yap really bad. Okay, anyway. Oh, this is awful music. Let me stop the freaking stream. This is terrible. Where's the thing? There it is. I don't have a keyboard on my person, because why would I do that? Anyway, thank you for joining me. I know it was short and ridiculous and completely incomprehensible. I know it was very short today, but I really did need to prep my inventory before I farmed 1,000 iron ore. Anyway, now that I'm a bit back on the screamer hyperfixated brain rot nonsense, maybe I will see you again on another stream in the near future. Anyway, I hope you all have a lovely Monday, or whatever day you are watching this. I hope you all I didn't actually realize it was Easter yesterday. Because no one said, because Easter's not a thing here. And then everyone was tweeting about it this morning, about it being Easter, and I was like, whoops, there's a holiday. I forgot about it. It's fine. Anyway, I hope it was all lovely. Hope you had a great weekend. I hope you have a lovely week. I hope I'm not getting ill, but probably I am. And I hope that we will see each other again soon and make a summary together. I think that would be fun. I think that would be a great time. I think a great mini yap to be had with y'all. What did I even talk about in this stream? This is terrible. Oh my god, you guys need to give me topics. I need an active chat, or else I'll die, I guess. Who knows? I got the thing I need to paranoia do and double check that YouTube's gonna save my VOD. Oh, I'm live, guys. Did you know? I'm not live anymore. I'm leaving. Anyway, thank you. See you again. Have a lovely time. Have a lovely time and day and night. And I'll see you again soon. Bye. That's not the button that turns off the stream, me. How do I end stream? I'm forgetting how to operate. This is how long. You guys, it's been so long since I've streamed. It's terrible. I don't even remember how to use a PlayStation. This is crazy. Okay, I'll see you again. I'll see you again very soon. Hopefully. I say that, manifesting it. That means it won't happen, and I apologize. Anyway, see you later. Bye bye.